to going to church and signing a check. You know, it's different. So my father at one stage got so raptured by these holy people that he became one of them. And as he said, he took me to one of these shrines with all the Naga sadhus, with dreadlocks and ash over their bodies, and by the riverside in a smoky hut, they have just linen cloth, you know. And I'm a little boy, and 7-year-old, and they said, he said, Guru, this boy is yours, take it. And I look at the whole scene. I'm there in a smoky hut, and this guy is saying, he's donating me to. My father is doing. And the guy looked at me and said, well, he's a good boy, send him to school. If he didn't say that, I would be in some Himalayan cave. You wouldn't even know what I look like. My dreadlocks and all. It's like impossible to imagine what I would be now.
A poet.
Yeah. So but after a while he left us, and he went. He became one of those people, and lived there 10 years.
Your father?
Yeah. And he came after 10 years, and he had gone so sick because the whole idea is to torture the body. The body is evil. Body desires. Body lusts. So they pierce the body. They sit to the fire. They do ash. They don't want to give any comfort to the body. The whole idea is the body is a lotus, the Buddhist idea, and jewel. Om Mani Padme. Jewel in the lotus. So something imperishable lives in something perishable. So the jewel of soul is in lotus of body. So the whole idea is to torture the body. The body is evil. So he left and he came back. He had gotten so sick he couldn't even. He had to keep his mouth open all the time to breathe. And then he passed away after a year. And a year after, my mother passed away. And you know, people think I'm a big traveler, and I travel a lot. My wife is here. She knows that I never traveled. I never went out. I stayed home all the time because I had a mother. I loved her so much. I thought if something happens to her, I never even tried to make a passport. She was in the last year. She made a passport for me.
Oh.
So and then the thing is that when she had a stroke. So I flew all the way from Kathmandu and I started taking care of her. We took her to hospital, and the doctor said it will take a long time, you know, for her to recover. So we brought her home, and she was recovering. And then like 1 week or 2 weeks, and I thought it will take like 6 months. So when I can't be standing here, so I just go one night to Delhi, and I come back and do my work, I go sign checks and whatever is required there, or tell people what to do, manage the stuff. So I took the night train, and I came back the next day. Took the night train again. I spent the whole day in Delhi. I came next. And early morning, 5 o'clock, my brother was standing outside. Early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the dark. And she was not there. And they were on the floor. So the very thing I fear, that I won't be there when she needs me, happened. So in that I haven't feared much. I know the worst you fear happens to you. Some people wonder how he travels. And I think the worst has happened already. What more can happen? My mother is gone. What else can happen to you? Even today, I cannot believe she's gone. So this poem that I want to read is about these two people who were great source of my life and made me what I am. So the poem is called "At 40 You Die." It's a poem about in South India we have this poet. Revolutionary poet. He said that everybody above 40 should be shot dead. They are useless. They have no creativity. What's the point in living after 40? He was a young poet, and he was next slide, revolutionary poet, and Maoist poet. And then he becomes 40 himself. And he says, well, this is not a good idea. I don't like this. So this poem has reference to this. So at 40 you die. At 40, two moons start throbbing like bright eyes of your own children. At 40, two people you dream of most frequently. Two people who dreamt of you and your eyes all their lives. At 40, in the early dawn of your desperate decades, you start dreaming of your mother first. She comes limping like a wounded cockroach from the other world to clasp your sweaty palms, to kiss your eyebrows withering under the blind stare of a merciless sun, to complain of tulips that faded under the blind stare of a merciless sun. At 40, you dream of your father frequently, a Buddha or an exhausted God, a lion repentant for a lifetime, a familiar stranger who made you what you are in your dreams and left you alone, bleeding on the mule paths of life. At 40, you see him everywhere, in the creases of your skin, in your puffed out eyelids, in your fluffy temples, where two crescent moons appear, silvery and savage, like life's ensuing itinerary. At 40, he lusts in the crazed fields of your blood vessels. He escorts you to the open spaces of his cherished riverbeds, pavilions of tantric priests, ashrams of ascetics before bonfires of annihilation. He guards you to the boglands of his fond memories, where once his beloved women lived, and then left him one by one. At 40, your own woman's mouth starts smelling of deceit, a Bharav's mask, a masculine leer along the canyons of her body. At 40, you start questioning questions and decide to die like one dies in poetry, books, or proverbs that prove false, that people over 40 should be shot dead. You resolve what you did all your life, to reach out to touch the rim of unheard horizons, elusive Shangri-Las, from where no return to the exquisite valleys of life is possible. But your children's eyes start shining like burning stars along the moons of your secret lusts. At 40, you die to be burned